I'm Dr. Gene Antonucci. I started my career in dentistry in the Air Force, where I helped our military personnel get healthy and stay healthy. From there, I built a successful practice in Huntington, New York, and later as a teacher, lecturer, and author, I shared my knowledge and experience with students and fellow healthcare professionals. And now my journey's taken me here to explore the world of health, wellness, diet, fitness, and nutrition, as together we discover and find the good life. Welcome to Finding the Good Life. I'm Dr. Gene.
And I'm Karina.
Today, we're going to talk to Dr. Deepak Dugar and Melissa Schultz.
This is going to be a good show.
It's going to be a great show.
How was your week?
Well, I got to tell you, I was driving to work, and I'm driving, and I saw a dog without a leash or a collar by the side of the road.
Did you stop?
No, all I could think of was, thank God Karina's not in the car because I'll get to work 3 hours late.
Oh no, you left it?
He was fine. He was fine.
I rescued a dog this week. Actually, I was backing out of my driveway, and I was going to close the gate, and I get out, and I see this dog, and you can always tell. Obviously, you can't, but I can always tell when a dog is like lost. There's just a look about it. So I opened up the door, and I got out of the car, and he came running to me, and he hopped on me, and I was like, oh my God, are you lost? Well, this one had a collar and a name tag, thank God. But I don't know if the viewers can see a picture of Bruno, who I rescued. Wasn't he
so
cute?
He's a cute
I
dog.
know.
That face, only a mother can love that face.
It's a face only a mother would love, let me tell you. Look at that underbite. But anyway, he was so sweet. His name was Bruno, which of course all the little girls like, no talking about Bruno, whatever that sound and Encanto is, I don't even know. But anyway, so I called the number on his collar, and I got a woman, and she was a teacher down the street from at the high school. And she says, oh my gosh, I get off in about half an hour. Can you, hold him? And I said, well, I'm on my way to pick up my son from high school. He's getting off now. So I said, I'll just bring Bruno with me. So Bruno rode on the front seat. He was so cute. He was just looking at me. We drove to the school, and Liam's coming in, and Liam is looking at the door. He's about to open the front door, and he sees the dog, and he looks at me, and I'm like, you gotta take shotgun seat. No, shotgun's the front, right? Shotgun. Oh. Anyway, and he rode, and Liam, I was like driving Miss Daisy because I was driving Liam sitting behind me, but he was all so comfortable. Well, his owner came to pick him up, and she drives a white car exactly like mine. So it was no wonder that when I opened the door, he came running because the car was familiar.
That's okay. You did another good deed.
But she was so happy. She was crying from joy. She goes, he was my firstborn.
Oh my God.
And she was so appreciative. And I said, pay it forward, because my biggest fear is that our little dogs will one day escape. And I hope somebody will find them and take good care, maybe give them a scenic drive like I did, and bring them back home.
There you go. Well, enough about us. We're going to take our shortest break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with good news.
Are you being audited, and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Now it's time to find the good news. A gardening dad has been named a champion for the second time after claiming another title for harvesting 1,200 tomatoes from a single stem.
That's amazing. I know.
I grow tomatoes, but
I know.
Douglas Smith previously hit headlines in 2020 when he grew the UK's tallest sunflower of 2020 at 20 feet. The IT manager says he plans to tackle 2 more world records, starting with the one for the most tomatoes on a single plant, a record currently at 1,355 claimed by a Coventry man in 2013.
I told you you'd be surprised.
Douglas,
I saw this in the news when it came out. I was like, I need to tell you because I know how much you love.
Well, get this. He also wants to set a new garden pea record, but he refused to give further details in fear of other vegetable growers trying to beat him to it.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm happy with my 10.
I wonder what fertilizer he uses. I
don't want to know.
Well, listen to this one. A 14-year-old boy who became paralyzed after a tornado tore through his home in December has walked out of the hospital. Kyle Cohen, 14, is on a journey to recovery after being paralyzed after a tornado struck his home last December. Most of the Cohen family was propelled 180 feet from their home, but Kyle was just a few yards away from his house. He was moaning, and his dad said he could tell that he was actually hurting really badly. I can't believe how that must feel. I mean, seeing your child out there. Ugh. But according to doctors, Kyle had a fracture that involved every vertebrae in his back. 2 weeks after the tornado, Kyle was admitted to Rankin Jordan in Missouri. According to Dr. Simmons, Kyle had no feeling from his belly button down. At Rankin, their mission is to transition kids from hospital to home, and Kyle devoted himself to his therapy sessions every day. Despite the obstacles, Kyle persevered, going on a treadmill and working with therapists to walk down the stairs. We knew that this was a kid that was going to fight hard. Simmons said while Kyle was recovering in Missouri, his mom and dad were still in Tennessee because they actually had to recover from their own injuries. So they didn't get to see their son for 6 weeks. So he had to do this alone. I can just...
What an amazing kid.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. 3 months after the incident, Kyle was discharged and walked out of the hospital himself.
So now listen to this one.
Okay.
An Alabama police chief and one of his officers have gone viral after they posted their department's first community outreach video on TikTok. Anniston Police Department Chief Nick Bowles and Officer Jacob Ford shared the hilarious footage showing the chief attempting to be relatable to the community.
Oh,
you can imagine what this looks like.
It's
Watch,
like me.
Watch
I
this.
don't even know what TikTok is. I mean,
Watch this.
Hey, this is Chief Bowles with the Anniston Police Department. We decided to get on the TikTok and do some things
TikTok,
for...
Chief,
it's
no,
the TikTok.
We don't say that. It's just TikTok.
It's the internet. I was around when the internet was invented. You weren't there, Jake?
Chief, you're still filming.
Decided to make a TikTok page for some community outreach, put out some videos, kind of how the department works from the inside,
Chief, is that a
recruiting
filter?
videos.
Well, we don't need to, you don't use a filter for this.
I like it.
Now, it was actually Chief Bowles' idea to pretend he didn't know what he was doing, and judging by the number of views that they've gotten, it was an inspired choice.
oh my gosh, it's something I would do. My kids would, forever hate me. They would hide. They would quit school.
We'll be back with more of Finding the Good Life after this quick break.